Hi guys. Yeah, the nice weather started, but we're still in lockdown. So I thought today I'll keep it quite short because last one was quite long. But just I don't want to present. I don't think that I think a lot of the more recent vlogs have been quite kind of positive. And um, yesterday I just had a bit of a nightmare of a day. He was fine really, but maybe I was tired. It was Monday. I think I'd maybe not slept enough. So I think it reminds me a bit of teaching where like you're not at your best, so then you overreact to things and you're not as patient as you could be, and then they react to the fact that you're not as patient as you are, and they kind of stop trying, or they feel that they're not getting through to you, so they start acting up, and then it just like by 3 o'clock I was done. I just wanted to dump him in the cot. I was like, I'm not even gonna try and soothe you, just like go to the cot. And then Andrew came down. He was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, I'm just a bit tired. He's like, "Did you put him in the cot?" I was like, "Yeah, you might not sleep in the cot." And I was like, "I know," but I didn't care by that point. I think I just got to the point where I was just like, I can't do this anymore. And I was saying like, I think then it all just starts to feel overwhelming, and you start to think about what you've taken on, and it all becomes all a bit much. And then you kind of, Andrew's really good. He kind of said, um, I can take him for a couple of hours because I'm just working from home now, so things are a bit more flexible. And actually, for him, it's better to be out of standard hours because the computers are less stressed, the servers rather. Um, so I just took myself off, took the bike. It's quite a nice evening. Cycled, did my normal cycle into work. Um, Partly because I just wanted to see what central London was like during lockdown. Um, I was really, and I just, it was really good. I just needed that break. I just needed to remind myself that I'm human and that I'm normal and that I'm not just defined by being a parent. So that just got some of the cobwebs out of the system, and then I came back and I was fine, but I just needed that time. And again, I'm struck by what it must be like to be a single parent, where you're just at the end of your tether, but you've got no one to hand that kid over to. And I think also we're feeling a little bit, the fact that we can't have family around. We can't have Andrew's mum. We can't be in Stirling with my mum. We can't have my sister or whatever it might be. There's no one around to really, just take the pressure off. So it's all on you, and it's quite a lot. And even today, Andrew's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Today was much better. I got a good night's sleep. I made sure I went to sleep at a decent time. I stayed calm. I went for a walk because, like, I just like going for a walk. I took him outside as much as I could into the garden. We're lucky we've got a garden. Yeah, and it was a much better day. Tried to soothe him before I put him down for the cot for a sleep. He's just gone down just now for his second sleep of the day, so he doesn't seem to be crying or anything. So that's good. Even if he's chilling out, it's better. Gives me a break. And he also said to me, Nassif, if you want to put CBBS on, just do it. Because it's about your sanity and your mental health, and it's fine. As long as obviously it's not the whole day. And I've kind of gone from being like, oh yeah, no TV, to like, oh my god, that might actually be my savior. Just to give you that half hour, 20 minutes when you kind of you're tired and you're not at your best, and you try and push through it, but actually it's not as counterproductive. It's counterproductive. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. That actually, I guess there are ups and downs, and you just have to kind of try and keep it in perspective. It's a bit like, again, let's kind of go back to teaching. You have good teaching days and you have bad teaching days, and actually, the key thing is just to put that day to bed. Don't dwell on it, and then hopefully we'll have a think about the kind of things that you might be able to change, kind of make the next day better. So for me, it was like, go to sleep a bit earlier. Make sure you get out for a walk. Um, get him out and about. Try and soothe him before you put him down. Um, those kind of things. Just have a little, and actually, it's been much better today. Much, much better. I just try and stay calm. And I also have this thing where I kind of notice where I'm trying to force him to do something, and I kind of pretend it's play, but actually I'm really it's kind of something. Often it's when you're trying to put a nappy on him and he just doesn't want to put a nappy on, or he's like playing up in the furniture and it's like, oh, and you're just like, oh, and I can feel that tension in my head that I'm kind of. So I was also trying to be conscious of when I'm being like that and actually just letting him do his thing and just trying to explain gently why I'm doing stuff, even though. Sorry, you just realize how tired you are all the time. Um, Even though he might not understand, you're saying, well, Tiernan, if you just wait, if you just calm down, you're quite wriggly, but I need to put the nappy on you and then you can go off. And I feel even though he doesn't understand, I'm kind of almost reminding myself why I'm not allowing to do what he is, but it also reminds me actually you need to be gentle and you can't just impose your will on that baby, because you can at the moment impose your will on that baby. Of course you can, because I'm so much stronger than him, but actually it's much more productive for it to be cooperative. And even though he can't understand you, I think just getting into that habit of not forcing, because it takes a lot out of you, it takes a lot out of him. So those are the kind of things that I've been thinking about. Anyway, so today was much better. Hope you're having a nice time, and thanks for watching. Remember to leave some comments underneath. I think to subscribe to them at the moment, you have to add this playlist to your playlist, and that way you'll get a notification. You can't subscribe to my channel because it's a private playlist, so you wouldn't get an update when I put a new post on. Because so basically, add this playlist to your playlist within YouTube. So you need a YouTube account. There's basically a Google account, and then you can add this playlist to your playlist. Then you go, gosh, a notification. Anyway, lots of love. Moshi moshi.